What's good, everybody? It's your boy Fat Ninja 2000 here, and I'm bringing you guys a Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta gameplay. And I'm just gonna go over what I like about this game and what I dislike. I really have one major thing I do not like about this game, and I'll get into that later. But let's get into the stuff that I do like. The overall feeling of the game does feel great. Feels smooth, even though lately, for some odd reason, they came out with an update or whatever, and it's been making me lag here and there to where it's really simple but frustrating at the same time. But I like this game. I really do. I like like I said, the overall feel. The attachments feel great. The guns just feel smooth. In my opinion, it makes you feel like you're actually firing a real-life weapon. I never fired one in real life. I've seen people fire them from other YouTube videos and stuff, but it looks similar. But of course, it's a game, so probably everything's not going to be 100% with the guns. But I noticed, in every other Call of Duty, when you actually have a red dot sight on, or like just regular sight, if you just have any sight on it, your bolts will go where that sight wants it to go. Not in this case. Sometimes when I shoot somebody directly with my sight, it doesn't want to hit them, so I'm thinking since they have bullet velocity in this game and everything, it's probably because the recoil and the bullets just go wherever. Now, this is actually probably one of my favorite maps. It's kind of just small, and that's what I like about this one. I don't like the other bigger maps that much. It feels like I'm playing a Battlefield game, and to be 100% honest with all of you, I'd rather play a Call of Duty game. And it's like one thing, I guess you could say another little thing I gotta pick at. I'm just gonna say it real quick. Well, I like Battlefield, and Battlefield is Battlefield. Call of Duty is Call of Duty. Call of Duty's always been Call of Duty, and that's what I loved about Call of Duty. It had its own unique feel to it, own unique, thing, score streaks that were involved. In Battlefield was just a game that you didn't earn score streaks. You just pretty much just run around a big-ass map and kill. And I like the new transition. It's better than what, Call of Duty in the past has tried to do. And, these two guys just kept camping, and I hate campers, and that's one thing I'm going to touch on about this game. But, I really love this game. I really love the beta, and hopefully this does revive Call of Duty. And, I mean, I believe it will, just for the simple fact, it's really good. I mean, we never really had a Call of Duty like this besides the older Modern Warfares, which I never really played them, and I know a lot of people that come across this video are going to be like, what? Yep, fortunately I didn't play. I started playing Call of Duty in BO2, and that is true. But I've been playing Call of Duty ever since I was 13 years old. I'm 18 now, so roughly 5 years. Not that long, but within those 5 years I developed on how to play and just be overall, in my opinion, I think I'm good. It's just with this game in particular, it's a new Call of Duty. I gotta get a new feel for it, and it's kind of hard to, I guess you can say, for me. While it's boots on ground, people find a way to get around the map quickly, and it's just the beta, and I mean, it's cool, and I like that about Call of Duty. You find new ways to get to around the map quickly, and just how things work. And I hear somebody coming up on me, and that's another thing I like about this game, is the footsteps are really loud. It actually makes you feel like that you're actually in the middle of a battle, and sure, when you certain streaks, when somebody calls in, my teammates or whatever, it's just they're so loud, and it can be really annoying. But then again, I like that feature because, it makes you feel like you're actually in war, in battle. Now, a lot of things I've noticed is when you go up a ladder, you actually pull out your pistol, so that's a good thing. But, in situations, I really don't see myself using that pistol when I'm going up a ladder. On how well will that actually work? Sure, it's better than having nothing for your disposal and everything, but I mean, you're still kind of a sitting duck, depending on what pistol you got. When I was playing the alpha with my friend, which I was going to post a gameplay of it, but just never got to, One of the pistols we used, I don't know the name of it, but it just shot like a Nerf gun, and it didn't do really any damage. I think it took like 7 shots to kill somebody, or a little less when they like did the patch. But I just, like I said, this game's smooth, and like these ARs need to be toned down just a little bit, in my opinion. Like the AR that I'm using now, it's the first AR you unlock. I have it to where I have a pistol grip, a short stock, a barrel where I can aim down sights quicker, basically making it to where I can rush and, you know, fits my overall needs. And I'm the type of guy that likes to rush in Call of Duty. I don't like to sit back in one spot and just sit there and do nothing, and it's just, I don't see no point in it. In the next clip you guys are going to see, which I do have another clip after this one. This one was just a late game. Excuse me, sorry. Is that I was using a sniper, and all I was really doing the whole entire game was basically just camping. I figured I'd try it out with the sniper. I love the sniper that I was using, but camping for me is not my type of deal. I just did it just to see how I like it. And this game rewards campers, and I was seeing stuff all over Facebook, and people say, well, don't believe what you see on Facebook. Well, every time when I see something about a game that I really like playing or whatever, and it involves Call of Duty, it comes out to be 100% true. So I've been, you know, using that source from Facebook to basically gather my information, you know, the YouTube videos. But here's the sniper gameplay. This map, when I play it, I just feel like I'm playing a Battlefield game, just with a Call of Duty feel. The graphics do look nice, and like this line of sight right here, if you get the spawn, you can basically just see they're pretty much the enemy spawn and B flag and stuff like that. And like I hit my shots pretty good, as you can see I'm missing, but that's besides the point. And I like how you can still have your gun aim in while you're reloading, and I just love all the little features, which I will get into probably another video or something, not like all right now. But I also like this, it's going to be crossplay with Xbox players and PC. Now, one thing I'm worried about with the PC players is because they use mouse and keyboard, obviously. And when PC has an advantage over a console, and the reason for it is because with a mouse, you can pretty much just snap on the players basically like it's nobody business. Console, we have a joystick, and it's kind of hard for us to actually snap unless we actually develop that technique and actually just do what we do best. But like that's one of my main concerns. I hope that they're well balanced out the PC aspect, because while I like playing against, I'd rather play against other console players, or maybe against players on PC, probably with a controller, and which that's one thing I like about this game. I heard that basically if you are playing with a controller, you're gonna find more people that are on PC or Xbox, obviously, or PlayStation 4 with controllers. This game does support mouse and keyboard if you're playing on a console. From what I've seen, it was locked for me, so I don't know if I have to plug in a mouse and keyboard or whatever. But while this game gives us that option, which from what I know, it's probably the first Call of Duty to ever implement that in, from what I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this gameplay for me was just boring. I put it in here because I mean I love the sniping in this game. It feels nice. You can quick scope, but it is a lot harder. It kind of feels like a mix up with Call of Duty Ghost quick scoping or sniping, just a little bit of the Modern Warfare feel. But basically, I was posting out in this building the whole entire time. I get a chopper gunner, which I didn't know you had to control it, but I figured that out later on down the line. I hear people around here, so that's why I came out here, and so yeah. But one of my major things that I do not like about this game, like I said earlier, this game rewards people that camp. And while for some people that enjoy camping, I don't see how people do it. This is me camping right now, and I never camp in my I never camped in Call of Duty ever. When I first played BL2, I was a noob, so I just got wrecked all the time. But I just learned how to develop it and finally get my skill that I deserved. But like, This is not fun for me, and I don't see how it's fun for other people to just sit back in one spot and do nothing the whole entire game. I mean, these maps are big as it is, and basically when you're just sitting there, you're just waiting for people to come to you, and it's not fun for me. And I just don't understand why people enjoy this aspect of camping. I don't know why people do it. And my whole thing is, it's probably because they want to get their kill streaks. They just want to sit there and think they're better than you or everybody else and be like, hey, look, I just killed you a bunch of times just by sitting in one spot, just aiming down a line of sight, and I got my kill streaks. What the freaking do? I'm better than you. In my opinion, that doesn't take any aspect of skill. I mean, as you can see, I was camping in that building. I'm camping right here, and it just takes no skill to do so. Like, anybody can sit here and do it. You can take the worst Call of Duty player, give them a gun that's like a one-shot kill, and it's an AR, and they can just sit there and just hold down a line of sight. Like, it's really, in all reality, it's not cool, and I don't see why people do what they do in this game. I mean, I don't think it's fun. I mean, I'm heavily against camping, and I think people that camp should honestly not play a game, or at least try to learn how to run around and actually play the game. And everybody that plays with me with Call of Duty off the scenes or behind the scenes or whatever knows I absolutely hate campers. Just for the simple fact, like I said, it takes no skill. You sit in one spot, you think you're good at the game, and in all reality, like I said, you're really not. You're just another person that you think that they just think they're good, and they're really not. And while I think that they should honestly make this game to where people should rush around, because in every other Call of Duty you had a few people that just sat there, like one or two people that camped, and like the rest were running around, and it was irritating here and there, but it wasn't really that bad. But in this Call of Duty, it's not one or two people camping. It's like pretty much almost a whole entire team posting up in one little spot, and you get like one or two people running around. It's like the opposite of what it was before. And I don't agree with any of that at all. And people will say, well, Brad, you're camping in this gameplay, so I mean, you're just talking shit pretty much about yourself. Well, I mean, I camped like one or two games with a sniper rifle just to see how it would play out. Sure, I went positive, but did I get a lot of kills? No, I just sat there and I was bored out my damn mind. I don't know why people need to do what they do. I mean, just run around. You'll feel better about getting your streaks if you actually ran around and got them. It takes more skill to run around, and the reason for it is because knowing that you can die basically any moment at all, and you're around the map. And by the way, I got a hit mark on the other guy. That could have been Nicolette. I even said it, but whatever. Like I said, when you're running around the map and everything, you basically, how can I say this? You feel like somebody's gonna always be on your ass, and I like that feeling because you have to choose your battles wisely. You either want to run around, kill so many people, but knowing in the back in your mind that you're gonna die. And, to me, that's one of the better feelings that I like having. Instead of just sitting back in one spot and you're just like, what am I gonna do here? Just sitting here playing with my thumbs, 21 on my thumbs. It makes no sense to me. And I rage very badly when I play this game. What did I take a very amount to do there? Sorry, guys. But, I mean, to each their own, I guess you can say. And this is the Chopper Gunner, which I find it extremely overpowered. It's a spawn trap and fucking kill streak. That's all this one is. And I like it. Feels good. I mean, one problem I think we had in the last Call of Duty is I guess the score streaks just felt useless and not really great. And we have the orbital VSAT back. Thank the Lord. Love it. But this is basically my pros and cons about this game. Let me know if you guys have any things you like about this game or don't like. And whoever comes across this video and you like what you see and you just want more, and if you guys just basically want to know how I think about Call of Duty and how I play and how I got good, just leave a like on the video or subscribe, or if you're new or whatever. I mean, I'm not the greatest YouTuber in the world because I'm just starting, but I'll get there eventually. It might take 30 years, but I got this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.